this was before I was properly live streaming, but I was more just doing my private readings and psychic parties and stage shows. I've become quite well known at it, and I got booked in Nottingham, and this woman comes out and says, "Oh, just come in, John. We're all waiting for you to do the readings and whatever. Sit down, I'll make you a coffee." And I'm like, "Oh, great, yeah, cheers." But something weren't ringing home with me. And literally, next thing she walks in with a Bible and starts preaching verses at me. And somewhere in the Bible, it talks about mediums and necromancers should not be tolerated, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, for God's sake, this is not what I need. So me being me, I said, "Look, love, I'm not here to kind of talk about faith. You've booked me. It's my job, blah, blah, blah." And next thing, she starts bitching at me. So me being a cocky twat like I were, I said to her, I said, look, I'm not being disrespectful, but you kind of holding me against my will because you're still in front of me and not letting me go by. And the only way I could have got by, I wouldn't be pushing her out of the way, and then I had been in trouble. So I says, look, I'm not being cocky or anything else, but, you know, I could provide you over 1,000 pieces of evidence, photographs, EVPs, films, everything, to prove that what I do is kind of, you know, it's real. Like I said to her, but how many photographs you got of Jesus? And next thing, fucking 2 blokes walked in, 12-bore shotgun. I was there for 6 hours. I've taken my meds, thank you, Stacey, yes. The police came and saved me. The police came and saved me. The police came and saved me. But a few weeks later, something very similar happened. And I got booked. I got out of my car and some bloke walked up and booted my car wing mirror off. I got out of my car and some bloke walked up and booted my car wing mirror off. You also have all the negative aspects of it, people who don't really believe in what you do, but rather than just letting you have your own opinion, they try and enforce their opinions on you. Especially religious groups. I mean, there's no secret. About 7 years ago, Christians pull a gun out of me and hold me there for 6 hours and told me they were going to kill me unless I stopped doing what I was going to do. And a group of born-again Christians pull a gun out of me and hold me there for 6 hours and told me they were going to kill me unless I stopped doing what I was going to do. Turns out they're all nutcases anyway. Turns out they're all nutcases anyway. Turns out they're all nutcases anyway. Because of PTSD, my PTSD is not related to that.
Exactly.
That's me, because there's certain instances, and I've been advised to speak about it personally. And all the team now, I'm dealing with a psychiatrist about it all at the moment. There's certain things that's happened in my life that's given me PTSD, and I've only just been recently diagnosed with it. Hence, why I've had some time off and stuff. And there's certain things that happened over there that make it very difficult for me to talk about. outside we were involved, we were escorting somebody from NATO, from Kandahar Airport, and there were 2 army generals, American. The second thing was, I think I mentioned US generals. Now, I don't know what rank these people were. I don't know who they were. All I know were they were very important American people. And that's it. There were me and another CP lad looking after them, and that's it. And we were aiming to get these people, and our job was to jump in front of a bullet. And he did. And it killed him instantly. Yeah. And this man I was sharing a room with for 6 months. He was, to all intents and purposes, my closest friend. And I had to stand there and watch him die straight in front of me. And then I had to safely get everyone out of there on my own without any backup.
Exactly.
And what we've got to remember is, and I don't mind talking about it now because apparently it helps me heal, I stood there and watched someone I've been working with for 6 months, personally close as a best friend, get shot in the head dead in front of me. Yeah. So when people ask a question as sick as that, it kind of riles me a little. Well, the team know I'm being treated for PTSD because of it. Well, the team know I'm being treated for PTSD because of it. Well, the team know I'm being treated for PTSD because of it. So what I saw out there could be a little bit, but my PTSD is related to things that have happened in my life, which I will not talk about. But when I went to a therapy session, the therapist looked at the possibility of the fact that I had been in Afghanistan and I had been in Algeria and Iraq. Working so closely with the armed forces, could we look at getting some support from SAFA? Now, I didn't understand who SAFA were at that point. Now, SAFA is an army veteran charity that offer counselling services and medical services to our veterans. Now, at that point, I didn't know. So then I came home and told everyone that I may be getting some help from SAFA. We didn't have the protection of the army, which most people who've been in the army go to, although we was working very closely with the army. But I've got to thank the British Army now has stepped in and are paying for all my psychiatric counselling.
Good.
To do with what's called SAF. You ever heard of SAF, anyone?
Good.
To do with what's called SAF. You ever heard of SAF, anyone?
Yeah.
It's a very big organisation, and I will be raising money for them in the future. They are paying for me. They are paying for me. They are paying for me personally. They rang the other day to speak to me and Jojo and to get my service number. And that's it. These guys jumped all over it. They claim that they've spoken to people at SAFA, and SAFA have said that they've never heard of me and everything. And I'm sorry, but that's GPDR. SAFA would never release information like that. Secondly, that's all I've ever said. They are paying for me personally. They rang the other day to speak to me and Jojo and to get my service number. So, I don't know where you're getting your information from. But people twist things quite easily. Okay. Now, yes, you did show a screenshot of a profile that, yes, it did used to belong to me. It was a profile that had photos of me in Algeria and in Afghanistan. That profile's no longer there because one of you guys reported it as a fake profile. Facebook won't allow you to have two profiles, so I took it down. So, but I can guarantee that message that you were showing never came from that profile, and I have asked for proof that it did, and they've refused to give me that. So, what I'm going to say is, I'm finally going to tell you that I never claimed to be in the army. I'm finally going to tell you that I never claimed to be in the army. I'm finally going to tell you that I never claimed to be in the army. I'm finally going to tell you that I never claimed to be in the army. You claim to be looking on the SIA register. Just remember what year I was out there. And these have been published since 2010. So I went out there first in 2008, then back out in 2012.
Yeah.
I went to Iraq and Algeria in between. 2007, 2008, 2009. Is that right? Or is it 8, 9, 10? I can't remember. 2007, 2008, 2009. Is that right? Or is it 8, 9, 10? I can't remember. 2007, 2008, 2009. Is that right? Or is it 8, 9, 10? I can't remember. So currently I wouldn't appear on that register. Secondly, you don't need an SIA when working abroad in security. So do your research, please. I've never claimed anything else other than the job I did. Okay? And basically, that hate group.
The day of redemption is at hand! Repent, and thou shalt be saved.
Go down there, bro.
So just stay in, right? I'll do it.
Hey man, how you doing? Rich? You okay? Yeah? You know the lads had this ridiculous idea that...
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, it was? Thought so. What are you up to?
Mooching about.
Mooching about? In my house? Joe always paint men, like women. What are you doing, lad?
That's my concern.
Not near my house. Where are you staying?
Motson's farm. Gonna come and see me, will you?
Maybe I will. You're not afraid of me, are you?
Just all chilling. He's weighing it up, he's weighing it up. Shut up.
You're making me very nervous, Richard.
Well, you should be. If I were you, I'd get in that fucking car and I'd get out of here, man. And I'd gather them goonies and get whatever you've got and come at me. Because I'm gonna fucking hit you all.
I don't like being threatened, Richard.
I'm not threatening you, mate. It's beyond fucking words. You're fucking there, mate. So get in that car and fuck off. You get to me first.